Hello bestie, I welcome you all back to my channel. I am Aisha. In this video I'll be showing you how to draft a perfect sculpture cup for any size of bust circumference. Stay tuned to the end of the tutorial. The bust circumference I'm using is 42.5. You take your bust circumference. Mine is 42.5. The under bust length from your shoulder to your under bust is 14 inches. The bust length is 10.5. I'm making use of 10.5 for the bust length. And the bust palm is 8 inches. That's your nipple to nipple measurement. Now, I will be dividing the bust circumference by 2 for us to have the front and the back. 42.5 divided by 2 is equals to 21.25. 21.25 will be for the front and 21.25 will be for the back. Now we will be working on the front for us to get our cup. That's the front and the back. I'll be working on the front. The front is 21.25, approximately 21.3, but I wrote 21.2. I'll be working on that 21, and we later add the 0.2 to it. I'll be using this as an example for the front bodies. Assuming this is the front bodies, we have the two cup, the center you can see, and the side. That's the two cup. At the side, we will have 2 inches at that side. 2 plus 2, that will give us 4 inches. If the person bust is more than 45 inches, you make use of 3 inches for that side. And at that center, we'll make use of 1 inch at the center. That's 4 plus 1, making 5 inches. Now we need to minus that 5 inches from that 21. For us to get the inches for the cup, 21 minus 5, that will give us 16 inches. We have 16 inches. Now we need to divide it by 2 because we have 2 cup. We have 8 inches. That's 1 cup will be 8 inches wide. I'll pick the 0.2 and divide it by 2. We have 8.1, you can see, for each cup. For the drafting of the cup, I will draw a straight line. This is the down aspect of the cup. That's the under bust. You take your length, the under bust. You can see that's 14 inches, where the 14 inches stop. I will be taking the bust line. I'm making use of 10.5. That's the bust line. You make it a straight line. We are cutting the down part of the cup. This cup I'm about to cut is 3 pieces cup. We have the under bust, the bust line. Now I will be taking the bust palm. You divide your bust palm by 2. That's your nipple to nipple measurement. I'm making use of 8 inches. 8 divided by 2, that will give me 4. You take that 4 inches on the bust line and the under bust, and you straighten it up. If you are interested in knowing how to take your blouse measurement, I have a video on that. I'll be dropping the link below for you to watch. For you to create a perfect cup, you will need to tighten it at the under bust. For tightening, I will be making use of 0.75 on each side, at the right side and at the left side. And if your bust is more than 45 inches, you make use of 1 inch on both sides, 1 inch on both sides, making 2 inches. You use your French curve to curve it this way to the bust point on both sides. I'll be curving it at this center, from this point to the center of the bust line, this way. You use your French curve to curve it this way. For us to get the curving at the other side, you take your radius. That's the differences between the bust line and the under bust. I have 3.5. I will add ½ inch to it because this side of the bust is fuller. So you add ½ inch to whatever you have as your radius to this side and curve it to the upper part this way. For the fullness of the cup and the tightening of the cup at the upper part, I will come to the side of the cup. I will be taking 1 inch on both sides at the bust line this way, the down part of the bust line. You take 1 inch or 1.5 inch, depending on how full you want it. This determines the fullness and the tightening of the cup at the upper part. This is it. I will need to curve it to the center point. You curve it this way with your French curve. You can see that center line, the bust palm. From this side, you curve it also. This is it. I will be cutting it out. You take your measurement, you confirm. To confirm the 8.1, you can see we have exactly 8.1. You confirm your measurements. That's very important. I'll give it an arrow to indicate the center, and you name it. Very important for you not to be confused. The right and the left, that's the center and the side. I'll be cutting it. Give this video a thumbs up. Share with your friends. If you are new to my channel, click on the subscribe button. We have the down part of our cup. You can see. Now I'll be cutting the upper part of the cup. For us to cut the upper part, you drew a straight line this way. This serves as the bust line. You can see. Now you take your bust line. What you use for the bust line, I make use of 10.5. You can see where I place my tape. And you take where you want your cup to start from. That's the upper part of your cup. For me, I make use of 6 inches for the depth. Where 6 inches stop, that's where the cup will start from. You'll be the one to determine that, how you want your cleavage to show. You can decide to go up and you can decide to come down. The line is not straight. I'm trying to straighten it. This is it. Where the cup starts from, 6 inches and 10.5 to the bust line. Now we'll be taking the cup width, the width of the cup, which is 8.1. You can see, you take that measurement on the upper part and the bust line. You straighten it. I will be taking the bust palm, which is 4 inches. You take it on both line and straighten it. Now for the center of the cup, you be the one to determine the depth of your cup. For I'm making use of 8.5 for the depth of the cup at the center. You use your French curve to curve it from the center of the cup where the bust palm, you can see, from where the bust palm is to the center this way. For this other side, you take your armhole length. I'm making use of 8.5 for my armhole length. You can see you take it, that's your armhole length. You curve it to that center also this way with your French curve. You can see. Make it curvy at that center point. It's not sharp. You curve it. This is the center and this is the side. That's the upper part. You give it an arrow to indicate the upper part. I'll be cutting it out. For us to have more fullness on the cup, I'll come to the bust line, this down part. At each side, I'll go upward by ½ inch. You can decide to use 1 inch depending on how full you want it. You shape it to the center this way with your ruler. You can see. I'll be cutting it out. Give this video a thumbs up, share with your friends. If you are new to my channel, click on the subscribe button. Now we have our pattern for the cup. I'll be placing it on fabric for you to see the effect. I'm making use of this fabric. I'll cut one pieces of it just for you to see. You add ½ inch to your pattern all round when cutting it. I'll pick the 2 parts at the down part. I'll be joining it at the center with the ½ inch. You join it that way. Let me do that. This is it. I've done that. You can see you notch it at this upper part so that you will know where you will be joining to the upper part. I will need to iron it. You open the inseam. This is it. I've ironed it. Now I will be joining it to this upper part. You indicate it for you not to be confused. The center, the side. That's very important. Now I will be joining it with ½ inch. I've joined it. You can see the effect. You will need to open the inseam at that point and iron it. You give it a nice press. You can see. The only way to my heart is to click on the like button and share this video with your friends. If you are new to my channel, click on the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you'll be notified. In my next tutorial, I'll be showing you how to do cup caging. Bye.